As we begun financial year 25, the Monetary Policy Committee of the Reserve Bank of India is also holding its very first meeting for this financial year. Starting today, will continue till 5th of April. The panel is expected to keep the repo rates, the key policy rate, unchanged and maintain the withdrawal of accommodation policy stance. Analysts are currently projecting the central bank to be cautious as food inflation could affect consumer price index or retail inflation in the coming few months. What is expected of RBI's forthcoming monetary policy meeting? Well, for one, MPC will likely keep the repo rate unchanged at 6.5% after a 25 basis point hike in February of 2023. The rate has remained unchanged at least 7 straight MPC meetings now, and this could be the 8th meeting, Kartik, where numbers, at least repo rate numbers, may not change.
I think it is very unlikely that the rates are going to change simply because inflation is still not in RBI's 4% target range. So we are very close to that, but at about 5%, 5.1%, we are still, remember, 100 to 110 basis points over the RBI's target. And until RBI is able to hammer down inflation to 4%, right, and sustain it for at least a few months, it's going to be difficult to expect the RBI to cut rates.
Absolutely.
Now, industry obviously wants rates to be cut, and in fact, those who want to seek a home loan or a car loan or a personal loan, rates are obnoxiously high right now. So both industry as well as individuals want a rate cut, and that is going to lead to a better pickup in the economic activity. But remember, the RBI's focus is inflation. The government's focus is growth, but RBI's focus is inflation. And until it comes at 4%, there is going to be no scope for RBI to cut rates. However, I think the views are mixed on whether the stance of the RBI is going to change. And many are expecting that perhaps it will change from withdrawal of accommodation to a neutral stance now. And if it does move to a neutral stance, we will see some bullish activity in the markets. However, there's going to be no monetary impact on people, but at least it gives this sentiment that RBI is now getting into that zone, into that territory of considering maybe not in the next MPC, but the one after that, to look at a rate cut at some point.
Right. So no rate cut, that is clear, and on the cards. Perhaps a change in policy stance is what we can expect on 5th of April, which is Friday. We'll come back to you with all the details here on Business Plus.